Hey guys, I thought I would do a video here. I've been working with something and I think it's pretty cool. I'm working with doing a multi-track send to my soundboard using the Prime multi-track app. Our band uses tracks, backing tracks, and clicks as well, but something we've been limited on is I've only ever sent 2 channels to the board, one for click, one for track. One common request I've gotten from my band is, hey, I don't want the cues where it says like verse 2, 3, 4. I don't want that. I want that at a separate volume in my in-ears versus the click versus the other stuff. So we've always had to do that at the program itself, but what we've done here is we don't have to do that anymore. So I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. So here is the program. I've got it set up at my keyboard station here on stage, and this is it's your free Prime multi-track app, and I've got Glorious Day programmed in here, which is what we'll be using this weekend. So what I've added, the extra equipment that we needed, was on the floor over there. I'll take you around. On the floor over here, I picked up a Scarlett 18i20, device, which gives us up to 12 outputs. And then I'm running that snake. I got a snake from Whirlwind, ran that snake over into a floor pocket. I'm only actually using 9 of the connections right now instead of the 12, only for this limitation on how many connections I have on the floor pocket, but I'm going to upgrade that soon. So what's cool here in the Prime app, if I go back over here, up at the top, I can select which device I want to send to. The built-in output would have been what we were using prior, which is the headphone jack, and then you can see the Scarlett. I also do have a radial USB device going there, and that radial USB device is right down there because we're also running on this Mac. We are running MainStage for the keyboard player. So that radial device sends my keyboard signal back, and the Scarlett device sends the Prime multi-track back, and it's working perfectly. So this is kind of cool. So I have it selected. My Scarlett 18i8 is selected there. And what I can do inside Prime, if I select the outs button, let's start here. If I don't select the outs up at the top, if I have this deselected, I can see every single one of my tracks broken out. I've got everything turned on at the moment except for piano. Only because there isn't much piano in here, and I didn't want to burn a channel for something that literally has, I think it's like 8 bars, and then that's it. So I didn't want to use up a whole channel just for that. So everything is on, everything is at full volume. If I go back up to my outs, now I can actually tell Prime what channel do I want to assign things to. And the channel means what channel am I sending it to on the Scarlett, which I would have to correspond to what channel on the floor pocket, which I would have to correspond back to my soundboard. It does take a bit of time to program it the first time, but once you get it set up, it's actually kind of cool. So I've got everything in here. So when I push play on this right here, what I'm going to see is all of my tracks are broken out. And I'll show you here. I brought my iPad up on stage with me, so I don't have to go back to the soundboard. But if you look, I've got my channels. There's my synth, my pad, my bass, my drums. EG is electric guitar, loops, and then there's another electric guitar, and there's something else tucked in over here. Yep, there's my click and cues over there in the corner. So all of it. So if I push play right now, let's see what happens.
Intro 2, 3, 4. Verse 2, 3, 4.
So there's my channels that are active, and it's about to come into something a little more interesting here in a couple seconds. So this is kind of cool because now on my soundboard, I have all the channels broken out and I can choose what goes to what channel, which is very cool. So instead of just having click and track only on my soundboard, now I've got everything. So if my band asks for more or less cues in their ears, I can do that. I can adjust that. Or if I have a band member, now we have a drummer. So honestly, what I'm going to be doing this weekend is muting this drum channel. We also have a lead electric guitar player. I'm going to mute that, but we don't have the backup electric guitar, so I'll use that stuff. We do have a bass player, so I'll do that. But that's fine with me because the nice thing here is I can take advantage of whatever I want, and I don't have to tell the keyboard player, can you turn something up or down? I can do it all for them, or whoever the sound technician is working. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It lets the sound technician do the sound teching, and it lets the musician worry about musicianing. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps. So that's the Prime Loops app. I love it. I think it's a good thing. It's working for us. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer.